The Gering Police Department has unveiled a new online crime reporting system for residents. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News, powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, the Gering Police Department has launched a new online crime reporting system through the city's website to allow residents to report minor or lesser crimes not currently in progress. The new system would give residents the ability to file a report with the department for additional follow-up on crimes including theft or criminal mischief, $5,000 or less, trespassing, scams, littering, or graffiti. Captain Jason Rogers told KNEB News that given these unprecedented times, they felt it was important to offer citizens the option.
We felt it was important for us to give the citizens of Gering an option to, be able to report a crime to us without necessarily having an officer go to the door. Not everybody is still comfortable with that person-to-person contact yet. So we thought this was, maybe a good step in the right direction to give those people an opportunity to still report to us. And then we can do the follow-up over the phone after the fact.
Rogers says the department is committed to conducting a thorough investigation, no matter how a crime is reported. And while no crime is minor in the eyes of a victim, the reporting system is limited to primarily property crimes in which the value of damaged or stolen property is relatively low. He also stressed that the online reporting system is in no way meant to be a replacement for calling 911 in an emergency. Speaking of emergency response, officials here in our area say Panhandle residents should not hesitate if they or someone they're caring for is experiencing symptoms of a critical or emergent health issue such as a stroke or a heart attack. Such has been the case in other parts of the country during the virus pandemic. That's according to Scottsbluff County 911 Communications Director Ray Richards, and he says it has had tragic results across the country.
We don't want to experience issues that we're seeing nationally where people are having incredible health issues or even dying at home or at work or before they get to the hospital because they're reluctant to call. Please don't hesitate to call. That's what it's there for.
Richards adds that early messaging a few months ago about not overwhelming the healthcare system have had some thinking that they should not seek immediate care if they're experiencing symptoms of life-threatening conditions. He says dispatchers will ask COVID-19 related questions for the safety of responders, but the 911 system, EMTs, paramedics, and medical facilities in the Panhandle are more than prepared to handle all emergent and critical calls. And a Tuesday night disturbance in Tarrytown lands a local couple behind bars. Court documents say police were dispatched to an altercation on South Street where the victims say a group of 4 people were threatening them with knives. Officers made contact with Jessica and Jeremy Steen as they attempted to flee the scene and found 2 folding knives with 3-inch blades. Both were arrested on charges of terroristic threats and use of a deadly weapon to commit a felony. Jeremy Steen is also facing additional charges of possession of a deadly weapon by a prohibited person and possession of a controlled substance. Both were arraigned on the charges on Wednesday in Scottsbluff County Court and are scheduled to be back in court on June 2nd for their respective preliminary hearings. Well, coming up after the break, Bill Boyer's in with your comprehensive weather forecast here on KNEB.TV News.
Local lending. We're here for you from start to finish. Keeping money in our economy, supporting local jobs, giving back to our community, investing in entrepreneurship, making our quiet towns a destination. At Platte Valley Bank, we support local because
This is KNEB.TV weather from the KNEB Storm Center, your trusted source for weather.
Well, we're going to be dealing with mainly clear skies across the region tonight as we clear out overnight into tomorrow morning. Those clouds hung around all day today, kept a lid on temperatures, and it's going to be pretty quiet though tonight. Warmer tomorrow, record heat possible on Monday. Storm chances every day, but they really return better next week. 86 and 48 yesterday, had a very mild day out there yesterday. Nothing in the rain gauge here, 290 for the month so far. 60s and 70s, these were 80s yesterday, so it is certainly cooler than where we were yesterday, and it has been cooler all day today. Primarily 60s, a couple of low 70s out there. Winds are fairly light, under 10 miles an hour for the most part. So tonight we'll have clouds hanging on early. We'll clear out and call it partly cloudy after midnight, and then that bank of clouds should move on out and we'll have clear skies by early tomorrow morning. Low temperatures tonight are going to fall down into the upper 40s and low 50s. As we head to tomorrow then, we start the day with a few clouds. Those should quickly push off to the east, and thunderstorm chances are going to be pretty slim tomorrow across the region. Late tomorrow night, we could see an isolated shower or storm off to the north of us. We're talking overnight, though, into early Saturday morning before we see any of that activity, and that should stay primarily to the north of us. Highs tomorrow, we're going to warm up tomorrow, back into the 80s out here across the region, and for most of us anyway, still cooler in the 70s up around Valentine. Forecast for tonight, just partly cloudy, we'll call it. 51 for a low tomorrow. Partly cloudy skies again. Warmer, though, back into the mid-80s. In our 7-day forecast, we continue to have pretty good weather coming our way. As we mentioned, the warmest day is going to be on Monday. That 97 is going to push us close to record highs on Monday. We'll be in the low 90s on Tuesday and back into the mid-80s Wednesday, Thursday. But notice by Tuesday, late in the day, and Wednesday and Thursday, we increase those thunderstorm chances. Until then, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, only about a 20% chance of seeing an isolated shower or storm.
At 21st Century Equipment, we're proud to introduce the new Build Your Own tool. Build the John Deere you've been wanting and see how affordable it really is. Visit 21stcenturyequipment.net to build your own compact utility tractor, mower, or gator. It's easy to add implements, attachments, and view financing options. Build the exact tractor for your needs at a price you can afford, all from the comfort and safety of home, with the new Build Your Own tool at 21stcenturyequipment.net.
May is Beef Month, a time to celebrate the high-quality beef products that are raised by farmers and ranchers right here in Nebraska. With over 5 million cattle fed and marketed each year, Nebraska is the #1 cattle feeding state in the country. From steaks and roasts to ground beef and kebabs, Nebraska's beef producers take pride in raising safe, wholesome products that end up on dinner plates around the world. Join the beef community by celebrating Beef Month with your favorite beef meal tonight. Beef, it's what's for dinner in Nebraska.
Sponsored by Pioneer Animal Clinic and Runza Restaurants.
At Elite Physical Therapy, we provide preventative and rehabilitative treatments that maximize function and promote well-being for patients of all ages. With 2 locations in Scottsbluff and Gering, we offer the convenience of you choosing your location with the same great services no matter where you go. Stop into one of our locations today, in Scottsbluff at 214 West 27th Street or in Gering at 10th and M Street, and see what Elite Physical Therapy can do for you. Treatment you need and care you deserve.
At TC and More in Scottsbluff, we believe it's the little things that make your house a home. Start with home decor. Brighten up any room in your house with flags, wall decorations, and custom art pieces. Next, brighten up your wardrobe with clothing and accessories like jewelry and purses from the Myra collection. And remember, seniors and military members receive an additional 10% discount. Visit our website, tcandmore.com, and like us on Facebook, TC and More, 1621 Broadway, beautiful downtown Scottsbluff.
Welcome back. Cheyenne Frontier Days has been canceled for the first time in the 124-year history of the event, billed as the world's largest outdoor rodeo. Organizers say they brainstormed how to hold the event, but decided the risk of spreading the coronavirus was too great for the more than 140,000 people who visit Cheyenne for Frontier Days in July. Frontier Days has carried on through both world wars and the Great Depression. Tough finances during the Depression turned it into a mostly volunteer-run festival of rodeo music concerts, parades, and other events. A Frontier Days belt buckle is also considered one of the most coveted prizes in rodeo. Well, Unified Command confirms 2 new cases for COVID-19 here in Scottsbluff County. A female in her 20s is a close contact of a previously positive case, and a male in his 40s contracted the virus through community spread. Through Wednesday evening, there have been 107 total cases in the Panhandle, with 73 patients recovering, leaving 34 active cases. 29 of those cases are in Scottsbluff County, 3 in Morrill County, 1 in Cheyenne County, and 1 in Boxwood County. PPHD officials say through May 27th, 2,533 COVID-19 tests have been completed, with 2,426 coming back negative. And Nebraska will use its $1.1 billion share of federal coronavirus money to help small businesses, local governments, nonprofits, and other groups hard hit by the pandemic. Governor Pete Ricketts provided a first glimpse of the state's plan, which focuses heavily on small businesses and unemployment insurance for laid-off workers.
And we all know that we've had 120,000 claims, 3 years worth within the last 3 years, or in the last 2 months rather. And so this is how that's going out. If you look at that federal pandemic unemployment compensation program, that $600 per week program we've talked about, $225 million has been distributed out through that. Also, if folks had previously expired or used up all their 26 weeks of unemployment previously, they were extended 13 weeks. That's part of this. And of course, we in the Department of Labor have received some money to be able to help staff up and respond to the increased business that we've got here through the unemployment insurance program.
Nebraska will receive $1.25 billion under the Federal CARES Act as well. That's the emergency law passed to help Americans with the pandemic. Of that amount, Omaha's Douglas County will get roughly $166 million for its own virus-related expenses, reducing the state government's cut to about $1.1 billion. Ricketts says he intends to hire outside auditors to track the huge influx of money and ensure that it does not get misspent. Well, straight ahead, Chris Cottrell will be in with the latest at the FNBO Sports Desk. Well, that in just 90 seconds.
As farmers make plans to return to their fields for spring planting, we urge farmers to be alert to the dangers of working near overhead power lines. Electricity is one of the most overlooked, yet deadly hazards of working on a farm. Beware of increased height when loading and transporting equipment on trailers. Avoid raising the arms of planters or cultivators or raising truck beds near power lines. So let's take extra caution this spring planting season. This message brought to you by
Roosevelt Public Power District, your touch-tone energy partner, the power of human connections.
Exceptional care, right here at home. That's the mission of Morrill County Community Hospital. Morrill County Community Hospital is a 20-bed critical access hospital that owns and operates clinics throughout Bridgeport, including specialty outreach clinics and Morrill County Home Health Clinic, as well as Chimney Rock Medical Center, located in Bayard. Our dedicated team is committed to you and our community every time at Morrill County Community Hospital, Bridgeport, Nebraska.
Small business, you're the engine that makes our communities thrive. That's why we're with you, providing more for you, so you can focus on what matters most. Small business, you're the engine that makes our communities thrive. That's why we're with you, providing more for you, so you can earn more, save more, and do more.
Now, sports from the FNBO Sports Desk. FNBO, the great big small bank.
Time for today's update here at the Sports Desk. Rain last night means there's racing tonight, plus a look ahead to some summer baseball scheduling. So Charlotte Motor Speedway got the rains last night, meaning the Alsco Uniforms 500 at that track has been pushed back to tonight. The same place they raced on Sunday when Brad Keselowski was the winner. The 20th place finisher from Sunday's race shuffled to the front to get the pole for tonight. That'd be William Byron. He's followed on the grid by Alex Bowman. We'll have coverage, as always, on 94.1 The Brand starting at 5 o'clock. It's the NASCAR Cup Series 4th race in the last 12 days. Youth sports will start to get back underway on Monday. June 1st arrives, and that allows Legion Baseball along with youth baseball and softball teams to start practice with games set for later next month beginning on June 18th. Both of our Legion teams here in town have put together partial to full schedules for games, and both will be opening on the 18th, the first day possible. The Wesco Zephyrs, they will hit the road for their season opener to play at Wheatland, Wyoming, before their home opener a couple of days later on Saturday the 20th against Torrington. A trip to Cheyenne then beckons. That's on tap for early the following week. The Z's still planning to get upwards of around 30 games in for this year. For the Gering program, it's a junior-senior opening night doubleheader at home. That'll be against Ogallala ahead of a Friday night home doubleheader for the seniors only against North Platte. How about that first matchup of the season for the two local clubs? That'll take place on Monday, June 29th. And we're a few days past what would have been opening day for the Western Nebraska Pioneers and the Expedition League. That was set for May 26th. That date is come and gone. Pioneers team owner Chuck Heeman said earlier this week that all 10 markets in the league are working with their respective local public health officials to still try and make baseball a reality for this season. Best case scenario really would see a shortened season of around 44 to 46 games being able to start on July 1st. The Pioneers hope to know more about the summer plans at some point early next month. That is the latest today from here at the FNBO TV Sports Desk. I'm Chris Cottrell. Ryan back with more coming up right after this on KNEB.TV.
Home buying is filled with decisions. Neighborhood, floor plan, fenced yard. Make one choice that's easy. Start with FNBO first. We'll guide you home. Home buying is filled with decisions. Square feet, fixer-upper, room to grow. Make one choice that's easy. Start with FNBO first. We'll guide you home.
Take your career to the next level with Chadron State College's online Master of Science in Organizational Management program, taught by experienced professors who care about your success. CSC offers 3 flexible options with its Master of Science degree: Human Services, Natural Resources, and Sports Management. With CSC's history as an education leader in the classroom and online, you'll have a solid foundation as you take your career to the next level. Chadron State College, real people, real results. Learn more today at csc.edu.
When it comes to helping local folks with the loans and financial advice they need, we don't horse around. Our only goal is to help you and your family achieve your financial goals with the right loans and savings products. So if you want to bank with people that care about you and your financial needs, stop by or give us a call. First State Bank. We're big on you. Member FDIC. Online at fsbcentral.com.
Well, let's take a look what's happening on today's community calendar. That's a look at today's community calendar, brought to you by First State Bank, honoring those who give back. Nominate your community champion at fsbcentral.com.
Start your spring right with Compliments for you and your home. Compliments wants to help you get dressed for all your spring events. Whether you're the mother of the bride, at your son's graduation, or looking for a great dress for a special event, Compliments has got a look for you. While at Compliments, look for a new style or give it as a gift. With great new home decor, now is the perfect time to spruce up your home. Compliments for you and your home. 1708 Broadway, beautiful downtown Scottsbluff.
At Platte Valley Bank, we want you to plan for tomorrow while you enjoy today. With our personalized trust and estate planning services, our trust services can help you do just that. When it comes to estate planning, you should seek professional help. And when you do, you should have confidence in the financial institution you choose to handle your trust. At Platte Valley Bank, we pride ourselves in keeping our trust operations local and serving our friends and neighbors. We offer a highly personalized, full line of personal trust and estate planning. Give us a call today and see how our trust services can help you.
And finally tonight, public health officials in the Panhandle have developed a process for approval of events and gatherings at larger venues under the relaxed directed health measures taking effect on June 1st. This process involves an online survey covering a comprehensive list of questions about gatherings or events at venues expected to have more than 25 people, excluding staff, or 25% of rated occupancy up to 3,000 people, according to Panhandle Public Health District Director Kim Engel.
How are you going to let people know who are coming to your event what is expected and what to expect? There'll be a section on worker health and hygiene. There'll be a section on sanitizing and disinfecting, a section on entering and exiting strategies, including screening of those that are attending your event. There's a section on restrooms, food, beverage, merchandise, seating.
Engel says the good news is that the answers become the plan, which can be printed and will be automatically sent to their offices. She says she anticipates review of the plans to take about a day or so, depending on how many are received on any given day. Indoor and outdoor venues that can hold 500 or more are required to have an approved plan before reopening. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe out there, and we'll see you here next time.